Hello and welcome to my workshop. So we're getting back on the Ford Ranger build, and so what we're going to be doing is working on the front, getting the rest of the engine bay kind of figured out, trying to get the hood is set in here, get the details for that. As a reminder, this is going to be an opening hood, but I want to get the whole thing kind of ready to go and figure out where the hinges are, because it is going to have some kind of a dash in here, so I have to work around that. Probably going to then focus on getting the ribs cut out, so that's a lot of effort to get all those ribs cut out. So I'll get those cut out and install both sides, and that will probably be a pretty good amount to get for this video, but we'll see what we can get to. So let's get started. So I have all of the ribs placed on, and it's on both sides. And what I've done here is I've separated the rib right here to indicate where the bed is detached from the cab. And you can see that by when I put the skin on, I just laid it right up to that edge and right to that edge, and it gives me that nice gap. I've placed the skin on the bottom of this side. I need to come back on the top. But what I'm going to do there is I'm going to get a large dowel and vacuum form around that dowel, and then cut a section out. Then glue that onto this right here, and then fill the gaps in. This section will be a little bit higher than this, which will give me that a way to detail in the body line that runs down. So I'm making good progress on this, and just need to continue on. So let's get to that. So the hood is a pretty good shape. I was able to get the contour in the front. Now I still have to go back and add a lot of detail and structure to this. And as a reminder, hood is going to be hinged. So underneath the hood I added a piece that originally was bridged all the way across, but the intent was always to cut that out. And what I had that piece in there for was to keep the front end square as I added on the front skin on the side. And I was afraid without any kind of anything in here to hold it that it would get out of square. I'd push accidentally on it one way or the other when I was gluing this up. So once I had that done, I just cut this out, and that then becomes the side rails that holds the hood down when it's closed. So that worked out really well. As mentioned, so the skin is on both sides on the lower section. And that turned out pretty easy. It's not too difficult. I still have some details to put on the bottom and up around the wheel arch, as well as the top. So in the top, what I'm planning on doing is taking a piece of CPVC that I've split lengthwise, and I'll do a vacuum form of the top, and that'll give me the shape that I'll be able to come back and cut a center section out and then glue to the top here. So I think that'll work really well. So I'm making really good progress on this. Looking forward to continuing up and getting some of the more details added, and then possibly the roof. Until then, we'll see you on the rocks.